in the glittering, treacherous world of Beyond the Gates, where fortunes rise and fall like the tides of a stormy sea, and hearts are both mended and shattered under the watchful eyes of high society. Today's episode delivers a tempest of emotions that will leave viewers breathless. As the snowflakes dance outside the opulent windows of Fairmont Crest, the sprawling estate that serves as the beating heart of this iconic soap opera, the characters we love and love to loathe find themselves entangled in webs of deceit, desire, and unexpected redemption. It's December 8th, 2025, and Beyond the Gates has outdone itself with a Winterfest special that blends heartwarming melodies, scandalous secrets, and romantic sparks that could ignite an entire holiday season. Buckle up, dear readers, because what unfolded today wasn't just television. It was a symphony of human frailty and resilience, played out against a backdrop of twinkling lights and whispered betrayals. If you haven't caught the episode yet, pause here and stream it immediately. Tell your summary video at the end will tease the highlights, but nothing compares to the raw, unfiltered rush of watching it live. Let's dive deep into the layers of this episode, peeling back the facades of these larger-than-life personalities to reveal the raw nerves beneath. Beyond the Gates has always excelled at turning everyday conflicts into operatic tragedies, and today's installment is no exception. From the introduction of a dashing new suitor who could rewrite the romantic rulebook, to a guest star whose voice pierces the soul like a winter wind, and scandals that threaten to topple empires, this is storytelling at its most intoxicating. We'll explore every twist, every tear, and every triumphant note, expanding on the whispers that have been buzzing through fan forums since the credits rolled. Prepare for drama that's not just skin deep, it's etched into the very marrow of these characters' lives. A new flame in the cold. Enter Dr. Kyle Rollins, Nicole Dupree's knight in shining scrubs. Picture this: the grand ballroom of the Fairmont Crest Gala, transformed into a winter wonderland of crystal chandeliers dripping like icicles and evergreen garlands heavy with the scent of pine and possibility. The air hums with the clink of champagne flutes and the murmur of deals being struck in shadowed corners. It's here, amid the swirl of velvet gowns and tailored tuxedos, that we meet Hinder, Kyle Rollins, the orthopedic surgeon whose rival feels less like an introduction and more like a thunderclap in a silent night. Kyle isn't just any doctor. He's a man sculpted from the stuff of medical dramas and romance novels alike. Tall, with a jawline that could cut glass and eyes the color of storm-tossed seas, he strides into the gala with the quiet confidence of someone who's pieced together broken bodies and perhaps, soon, broken hearts. At 38, Kyle has risen through the ranks of elite surgeons in the fictional coastal enclave of Eldridge Bay, where Beyond the Gates unfolds. His hands, steady as a surgeon's scalpel, have saved limbs and lives. But tonight, they're extended in a gesture of chivalry to none other than Nicole Dupree, the recently divorced powerhouse whose life has been a whirlwind of legal battles and lingering heartaches. Nicole, played with fiery elegance by the incomparable Elena Vasquez, has been the emotional core of the series since her messy split from her high-powered attorney husband, Cardin Hale. Cardin charismatic, ambitious, and perpetually absent off in the misty hills of upstate New York, tending to a family crisis involving his ailing mother and a web of inherited debts that could rival a Greek tragedy. His absence leaves a void at Nicole's side, one that the gala's organizers, ever the meddlesome social butterflies, insisted she fill. Enter Kyle, a mutual acquaintance through Nicole's nonprofit work with injured athletes. Their paths crossed months ago at a charity auction, where Kyle's bid on a signed baseball glove caught her eye, not for the extravagance, but for the story he shared, a young pitcher whose career he rebuilt after a devastating fall. Tonight, as the orchestra strikes up a sultry rendition of Winter Wonderland, Kyle offers his arm to Nicole with a smile that disarms her defenses. "I fix bones, Miss Dupree," he quips, his voice a low rumble like distant thunder. "But I suspect tonight, you'll be the one mending something in me." It's a line delivered with such sincerity that even the most jaded viewers, those who've seen Nicole burned one too many times, feel a flutter. Their dance is electric. Nicole, in a crimson gown that hugs her like a lover's promise, laughs for the first time in episodes, her head tilting back as Kyle spins her with effortless grace. But beneath the romance lurks drama's shadow. Carden, we learn through a tense phone call intercepted by Nicole's assistant, suspects something's afoot. "Who's this doctor filling my shoes?" he growls from his hotel room, the screen flickering with static as if mirroring his unraveling composure. Is Kyle the fresh start Nicole deserves? A man who sees her not as the ex-wife of a media darling, but as the fierce advocate she's always been? Or is he another complication in a life already teetering on the edge? Fans, our Diver X polls show 62% rooting for this spark to blaze into a full inferno, while 38% warn of heartbreak, citing Kyle's own buried past. A divorce from a fellow surgeon that left him wary of love's fractures. As the night wears on, Kyle pulls Nicole aside to a balcony overlooking the snow-dusted gardens, confessing, "I've spent years putting people back together, but I've never met anyone whose spirit was already unbreakable." It's a moment so tender, so ripe with potential, that tears well in Nicole's eysters that could be joy, or the ghost of old wounds reopening. This isn't just a date, it's a declaration of war on Nicole's solitude. And Beyond the Gates ensures we'll be dissecting every glance for seasons to come. Harmonies of the Heart, Keke Wyatt's soul-stirring Winterfest performance. If the gala sets the stage for romance, then the Winterfest festivities that follow inject pure, unadulterated soul into the episode's veins. And who better to deliver it than R&B sensation and reality TV icon Keke Wyatt, making her highly anticipated guest appearance. Wyatt doesn't just perform, she transcends, turning the community center's modest stage into a cathedral of emotion. Dressed in a gown of shimmering silver that cascades like a frozen waterfall, Wyatt grips the microphone as if it's a lifeline, her voice rising in a bespoke rendition of her hit "If I Could," reimagined as a holiday ballad laced with themes of forgiveness and renewal. The performance isn't mere entertainment, it's a narrative pivot point, woven seamlessly into the Beyond the Gates tapestry. As snow falls softly outside the fogged windows, Wyatt's lyrics wash over the assembled crowd, townsfolk, gala stragglers, and our core characters alike like a balm for frostbitten hearts. Nicole, still flushed from her dance with Kyle, stands transfixed in the front row, her hand unconsciously resting on her chest as Wyatt sings of last loves reclaimed. "If I could turn back the hands of time," Wyatt croons, her voice cracking with that signature rawness, "I'd hold you closer, make you mine." The camera lingers on close-ups, tears tracing paths down cheeks, couples swaying in impromptu embraces, and even the stoic security guards blinking back moisture. But Wyatt's magic extends beyond the music. In a post-performance vignette that's pure gold for superfans, she shares a quiet moment with Leslie Thomas, the matriarch whose own life echoes the song lament. Leslie, ever the pillar of Fairmont Crest, confesses to Wyatt about her regrets over a long-ago rift with her daughter. "Your words, they cut right to the bone," Leslie whispers, clutching a program like a talisman. Wyatt, with the wisdom of someone who's bared her soul on R&B divas and beyond, replies, "Honey, regret's just a ghost story we tell ourselves. Sing it out and let it go." It's a scene that humanizes both women, reminding us that even in Eldridge Bay's gilded cage, vulnerability is the true currency. The performance culminates in an ensemble sing-along, with Wyatt inviting the cast on stage for an a cappella twist on Auld Lang Syne. Laughter mingles with sobs as characters like Vanessa and Joey Ho's rift will dissect shortly exchange loaded glances. Wyatt's presence elevates Winterfest from a mere holiday filler to her emotional cornerstone, proving once again why Beyond the Gates thrives on these celebrity crossovers. Her setlist, clocking in at 15 minutes of screen time, feels like an eternity of catharsis, leaving viewers humming the tunes long after the episode fades to black. If this doesn't earn Wyatt an Emmy nod, then the awards are as rigged as one of Joey's casino games. Shadows at Fairmont Crest, Leslie Thomas's bombshell, and the Vernon Sharon affair. Now we plunge into the murky depths of scandal, where loyalties fracture like ice underfoot. At the epicenter stands Leslie Thomas, the silver-haired sentinel of Fairmont Crest, whose unyielding sense of justice has both fortified and felled dynasties. Played by veteran actress Miriam Hill, no relation to Cardin. Though the irony isn't lost on writers, Leslie has long been the moral compass in a world adrift. But today, the compass spins wildly as she unloads a secret upon Marcel Malone, the brooding private investigator who's as much a fixture in Eldridge Bay as the lighthouse on the bluff. The scene unfolds in the estate's library, a room redolent of aged leather and unspoken sins, its walls lined with tomes that mock the illiteracy of those who hide behind them. Firelight flickers across Leslie's face, casting shadows that deepen the lines of worry etched by decades of safeguarding her family's legacy. Marcel, nursing a tumbler of scotch that's more prop than potable, leans forward as Leslie's voice drops to a conspiratorial hush. Marcel, I've seen things that could unravel everything we've built here. Her words hang heavy, pregnant with the weight of betrayal. The scandal, a clandestine affair between Vernon Hargrove, its silver-tongued patriarch of the Hargrove shipping empire, and Sharon Ellis, the elegant widow whose poise masks a tempest of unfulfilled desires. Vernon, 62 and still dashing in his bespoke suits, has been on Nita's rock for 35 years. And Nita, Vernon's wife and Dupree's mother, yes. The connective tissue of this family web is as tangled as it sounds, is the epitome of gracious Southern hospitality, her charity galas funding half the town's orphanages. Sharon, on the other hand, is the enigmatic newcomer, a 55-year-old art dealer whose gallery dealings have infused Fairmont Crest with modern edge. Their tryst, glimpsed by Leslie in the moonlit stables during a late-night redevenance, can lingering too long on Sharon's waist. A stolen kiss that tastes of forbidden fruit shatters the illusion of marital bliss. But here's the dramatic twist that elevates this from tabloid fodder to Shakespearean intrigue. It seems out of character for both. Vernon, ever the dutiful husband, has weathered storms from business rivals and wayward children without a whisper of infidelity. Sharon, widowed young and fiercely independent, has rebuffed suitors like autumn leaves. So why now? Why in the shadows of the estate they both orbit? Leslie's revelation to Marcel isn't born of malice, but maternal instinct. Tanader is Dupree's mother, after all, and the fallout could ripple through Nicole's fragile recovery. If Anita finds out like this, Leslie frets, her fingers twisting a lace handkerchief into knots. It'll break her. But silence, that's a poison too. Marcel, with his trademark furrowed brow and gravelly timbre, probes deeper. You sure what you saw wasn't a moment of weakness? People slip, Leslie. Hell, we've all got skeletons rattling in our closets. Flashbacks intercut the conversation. Grainy, dreamlike sequences of Vernon and Sharon in the stables, their whispers drowned by the wind. We can't keep pretending, Sharon murmurs, her eyes fierce. And neither deserves the truth. But so do we, Vernon's responsia tender. Tormented not like this hints at layers untold. Is it passion? Or a pact? Blackmail? A misguided attempt at closure? Leslie's regret simmers from the outset. As she paces the library, the camera catches her reflection in a gilded mirror, her face a mosaic of doubt. This heartwarming surprise for Anita, perhaps the surprise party Leslie planned, now tainted by suspicion, looms like a guillotine. When the truth erupts, it will, in classic Beyond the Gates fashion, with a mid-season reveal that could involve forged letters or hidden recordings. Leslie's role as the harbinger may cost her dearly. Friendships will fracture, alliances will shift. Marcel vows to dig discreetly, but in Eldridge Bay, discretion is the first casualty of drama. This scandal isn't just a plot point, it's a seismic shift, promising aftershocks that will quake through holiday toasts and New Year's vows alike. Viewers, hold onto your pearls. The fallout will be legendary. Fractured vows and unexpected gratitude. The Vanessa Joey implosion and Kat's enigmatic thanks. No episode of Beyond the Gates would be complete without a romantic implosion that feels like a gut punch to the soul. And today's offering centers on Vanessa Langston and Joey Russo, the casino mogul whose empire of slots and high-stakes poker mirrors the gamble of their love. Vanessa, the fiery event planner with a laugh like champagne bubbles and a temper to match, has been Joey's staunchest defender since they went public last spring. Remember the beachside proposal under a canopy of stars? The way she paraded their bliss before skeptics like Nicole and her sister Donnie, declaring, "He's not the monster they paint him to best my anger in this storm." But angers can drag you under, and tonight, Vanessa surfaces gasping for air. The conflict ignites in the casino's VIP lounge, a den of velvet ropes and veiled desperation, where Joey's latest Venturier controversial expansion into online gambling draws fire from community watchdogs. Vanessa, whose events had burnished Joey's image from shady operator to philanthropic playboy, begs him to reconsider. "Joey, this isn't just business, it's our life. The town sees you as the villain again, and I'm tired of fighting that battle alone." Her voice cracks, eyes blazing with the hurt of a woman who's poured her soul into a man who treats her heart like a side bed. Joey's response, a curt dismissal, his cigar smoke curling like disdain. "Babe, empires are built on good intentions. You knew what you signed up for." It's a line that lands like a slap, echoing the very doubts Vanessa quashed for her loved ones. Cut to flashbacks. Vanessa at Nicole's divorce hearing, squeezing her hand and whispering, "Joey's different, he shows up," or the tense family dinner with Donnie, where she snaps, "You don't know him like I do, he's loyal, through and through." Now, those defenses ring hollow, crumbling under the weight of Joey's ambition. Vanessa's disgust manifests in a visceral scene. She hurls a champagne flute against the lounge's mirrored wall, shards exploding like her illusions. "I defended you to everyone. And for what? A man who can't even support me when it matters." The heartbreak is palpable, visceral. Vanessa flees to the Winterfest after-party, collapsing into Donnie's arms amid the crowd's oblivious cheer. "I feel like a fool," she sobs, mascara streaking like war paint. Donnie, the pragmatic younger sister with a spine of steel, holds her tight. "You're not a fool, Van. You're human, and he's the one who lasts the jackpot." It's a sisterly bond that grounds the episode's chaos, reminding us that blood ties endure when lovers falter. Yet, in the ashes of this blaze, a phoenix riser at least teases one. Enter Kat Delaney, the enigmatic lounge singer whose velvet voice has serenaded the casino's elite for years. Kat, with her cascade of raven hair and eyes that hold secrets like hidden aces, corners Joey in his office as dawn breaks over the slot machines. "You son of a bitch," she hisses. But there's no venomously gratitude, laced with something darker. "I owe you, big time." Joey, rumpled and reflective for once, arches a brow. "For what, Kat? Breaking another heart." Her revelation, dropped like a mick at the end of a killer set, is the episode's final gut twist. Joey's expansion. It's a front. Beneath the digital poker tables lies a covert funding stream for Kat's underground network aiding abused survivors, women like Kat herself, once trapped in a cycle of violence. Joey's unsupportive stance, a calculated risk to shield the operation from prying eyes, including Vanessa's well-meaning but spotlight-hungry events. "You think I don't care?" Joey growls, slamming a fist on his desk. "I built this hellhole to burn it down for them, for her." Kat's thanks isn't saccharine. It's forged in fire, a nod to Joey's hidden heroism that redeems him, if only in shadows. Vanessa, eavesdropping from the doorway because drama demands it, overhears fragments sent to spark confusion, not closure. Does she walk away or dive deeper into the gray? The episode closes on her silhouette against the neon glow, torn between disgust and dawning respect. It's a cliffhanger that screams binge-worthy, leaving us to ponder. Can love survive when built on half-truths? Echoes of Winter, Why Beyond the Gates continues to captivate. As the screen fades on this Winterfest whirlwind, Beyond the Gates reaffirms its throne in the soap opera pantheon. From Kyle's romantic gambit that promises to heal Nicole's scars, to Keke Wyatt's performance that stitches frayed souls, Leslie's scandalous whisper that could topple thrones, and the Vanessa Joey Kat triangle that blurs heroes and villains. Today's episode is a masterclass in emotional alchemy. It's longer, richer, more labyrinthine than the tightly called plots of yesteryear, clicking in at 55 minutes. that feel like a lifetime of living vicariously. What makes this special? The genre isn't manufactured, it's mined from the human condition, amplified through stellar writing and performances that bleed authenticity. Elena Vasquez's Nicole isn't just pretty, she's a phoenix mid-rise. Miriam Hale's Leslie embodies the terror of good intentions gone awry. And the guest spots why it's not phoning it, ensures pouring her gospel into every note. Fans, sound off in the comments. Team Kyle or hold out for Carton's return? Will the Vernon Sharon affair explode before Christmas or simmer into New Year's? And Joey villain, vigilante, or something in between? Our summary video below captures the sizzle. But the full episode, that's the feast. Until next time, keep your gates wide open because in Eldridge Bay, the drama never sleeps.